looking to make something happen to get the ball out of trouble. It couldn't do so, and a little shot deflected wide by goalkeeper Jake Richards. That was Castleman, took that shot from maybe about 25 yards out.
Tough shot to save. You never really know how high that ball's going to bounce. It might bounce over the gloves and into the goal.
This is probably the 8th or 9th corner kick tonight. A lot of pressure being applied on UT. Godoy. A little feed blocked away. It was Wiltshire getting his head on it. Richards knocked it again off the goal line. Not sure, they may have called a foul on the corner.
I think it was offsides.
Okay. Good eye there, Christopher. Either way, it's a free kick for Richards. Nonetheless, he still kept the ball out of the net. Wiltshire's a big man, and he's presenting a very findable target for Godoy on those corners. There's a ball out of play.
It's one of those plays in Tampa that just goes to no one. It's happened a lot in this second half so far.
Knut Sorenhove, a pass in midfield, deflected. It's going to be a throw-in for the Spartans. Going to get a couple of substitutions here. Looks like Constantine is heading out.
For Tampa, coming out on the field, number 19, Jan Walker.
And Walker enters.
Replaces number 6, Adrian Constantine.
Got about 28.5 minutes left in the second half. No score. Soler. Fernandez.
Nice flick pass there.
Yeah, absolutely. Fernandez looks to set up Roger Smith. He retreats outside the area. Deals for Eric Roslin. Nice little move around Godoy. To the back post. Disrupted. Well defended. Wiltshire and Brandon Jose are both there. And Reed gets it out of dangerous area to midfield. Walker leaves it for Schultz Geistevel. Back to the keeper, Richards. They'll just bomb that ball out to midfield. Smith does keep it alive. And Roslin played it forward. Mills is there for West Florida. Reed, Ryan Sandage. Pass to the sideline. Brandon Jose is disrupted by Julius Becker, but the ball went out off Becker. Jose the throw-in. Contested ball. Chap had it go out off of him. He's not happy about it. A throw-in from the Spartans, immediately stolen back by Sandage. Here's Tomic. Rafael Godoy into the area. A little feed. Oh, headed over the goal. Cameron Bethel, can't believe he missed that. A little bit unlucky for him and lucky for Tampa. Too many dangerous looks, though, from the UT perspective, especially here in the second half.
That shot kind of came out of nowhere.
He found a little space, maybe about 10, 12 yards out.
It was very close to being offsides, too, on that play.
Hakem Reed looking for a Godoy. Roslin knocks it out. A throw-in for Rafael Godoy. Actually, he'll leave for Mills. Chandler Castleman, a steal. Here come the Spartans. Marcel Salakat for Becker. Went behind him. Looks to keep it alive, though, for Salakat. Broken up by Reed, but then he makes a poor pass to Godoy. Roslin the throw-in. Alex Schultz Geistevel. Torre. Across to Knut Sorenhove. Sorenhove finds Smith. Making a run. Toward the corner, couldn't set up Fernandez. And a foul anyway on Fernandez.
Smith showed his speed on that play, able to easily get around the defenders.
Just over 25 minutes left in the second half. You see zeros on the board, although both teams have had pretty good looks, but more so for the Argonauts, especially here in the second half. Murray, low ball through midfield. Godoy tries to head it forward. Toure and Roslin there for the Spartans to get it away from a dangerous spot in the field. Tony Soler to set up a teammate, instead Wilshere knocks it away, but he's stripped by Roger Smith. Busts into the clear. Smith broken up by the keeper Murray, who came out to challenge.
Just a little heavy two-touch there.
Quick counter, Bethel. Long ball. Godoy pursues. And it's knocked out by Roslin, and it'll lead to a throw-in. Now, you had just mentioned, Christopher, the speed from Roger Smith, and that time he got in the clear. Aggressive play by the keeper, and it paid off for him.
He definitely showed his speed again, just that touch was a little too heavy, let it easily into the keeper's hands.
All right, here's the throw in. Mills will deliver it. Does so to Rafael Godoy. A little touch past Sandage. That was broken up. Marcel Salakat chests it forward. Juancho Fernandez. Now Smith.
Good tackle.
Good tackle, absolutely.
Substitutions for West Florida.
And then
Onto the field,
a foul.
Tegan Coleman.
Walker.
Also onto the field, number 23, Matthias Faraz.
And that was Faraz who made that good defensive play. And then
Also onto the field for West Florida, number 9, Gavin Gillies. Coming off the field, number 17, Marco Tomic. Number 16, Brandon Jose. And number 25, Chandler Castleman.
here's Fernandez. Into the area, Becker. Oh, just off his foot. That also was close to being offside, but they said it was okay.
Looked like he wasn't expecting the ball there. Surprised when the ball came to his feet.
Godoy on the counter. Plays opening up here as we approach the latter stages of the second half. Bethel looks to square for a shot, not yet. Now he pulls the trigger. It's blocked by Schulz Geistevel. Yet another corner kick for the Argonauts.
Lucky to win a corner there. That was a weak shot that wasn't going to stir any trouble for the Spartans.
So here's Godoy, who has created plenty of problems for the Spartans with his corner kicks.
Substitution for West Florida. Coming back onto the field, number 17, Marco Tomic. Coming off the field, number 29, Hakeem Reed.
Well, Tomic, a midfielder, replaces Reed, a defender. We'll see if Bill Elliott is trying to press the attack here.
He probably sees they've had a lot of chances. They have an opportunity to take a victory here on opening day.
Ball lobbed into the area. Where is it? T. Coleman was near it, but couldn't get it. Back toward midfield, Mills lays it forward, and Jerry Wiltshire just kind of maneuvered it into the area and went wide. A goal kick for UT. Richards deliberate here. Made a couple of saves off his line here in the second half. Toure. Richards again. Schulz Geistevel. Jan Walker. Roslin. Kept that ball in play, just barely, but his pass stolen by Mills. He gives it right back to Eric Roslin. Goes back to Schultz Geistevel. Keeper Richards, 2 Argonauts around him. Niftily played back to Schultz Geistevel, but a very aggressive approach by the Argonauts. Tomic was attacking the keeper there. Richards gets it away. It's back in midfield. T. Coleman. As we have West Florida player slow to get up. That was Sandage. He's okay. Ball out for a throw-in to UT. Knut Sorenhove looking for an open teammate. He doesn't have one. Ball is turned over. Godoy knocked down. And they did call a foul on that. Free kick for West Florida, right by the sideline.
Interesting play. Referee never really gave a signal.
Bethel will take the free kick. Into the area. Well defended by the Spartans. Fernandez got back there.
They got a chance to counter.
Yeah, and a counter chance for UT. Becker kind of stumbled as he made his way through midfield and then loses the ball. Chap on the counter. Gillies. Gavin Gillies. Lays it forward, Godoy. Backheel pass. Goes out of bounds. But off a Tampa player. Godoy has it again. Gillies trying to keep this ball alive, and that went out. Richards has had to take a lot of goal kicks tonight. Much more so than his counterpart at the other end, Murray. Low ball across the midfield stripe. Can Smith run onto this? No. Thinking a little bit too much topspin on it. It hit the field and exploded out of play. Here's Gavin Gillies off the throw and losing to Jan Walker. Soler. After some dynamic plays in the first half, he's been quieter here in the second half. Schultz Geistevel. Up the middle, Fernandez. Now Soler. Ball on his left foot. Nice seam pass. Fernandez. Juancho Fernandez pulls up. He's got Smith right next to him. Nice little lead feed Smith into the area. Shot save made by Murray, and he grabs that ball out of the air. Kind of a delayed give and go between Fernandez and Smith. Almost yielded a goal for the Spartans.
Smith once again able to get around the defenders, this time getting a shot on goal.
Mills, lead feed. Torre is there. He's hounded, though, by Marco Tomic. Ball ends up with Richards grabbing it. 17 minutes left in the second half. Ball in midfield. Fernandez pivoting. Back for Smith. He was contested, and he just put it in on the keeper, Murray. Well, I do think that both teams have abandoned the more conservative approach, and maybe that wasn't an approach. Maybe that was just a function of not getting the ball through the midfield effectively. But both teams are certainly going on the attack more in the latter stages of the second half.
It's definitely a lot more open.
Smith on another run. Lays it forward. Soler into the area. Becker couldn't get onto it. Instead, it was Bethel back defending. Fernandez again taken down. Play on, says the official. Chap. Through ball. Back to get it is Knut Sorenhove, and it'll lead to a throw-in. Oh, there was a shot attempt maybe to be had in that last sequence for the Spartans. Instead, the pass was delivered and Becker couldn't quite get to the ball in time. There's an opportunity for Castleman. Torre got in the way. And the ball out, leading to a goal kick. Torre has had a very solid game defensively. A bit of a shank on that pass from Jake Richards. Aaron Mills on the throw-in. Bethel backpedals to the midfield stripe. Now Wiltshire and T. Coleman. Jacob Murray, the keeper. Under 15 minutes left. Lead ball, well played by Bethel. Down the left flank, it's Chapp. Ed Chapp shoots, blocked. Roslin blocked that one. Here's Marco Tomic tracking the ball, actually letting it go out. He'll throw it into Sandage. Ryan Sandage. Back for Tomic, just outside the area. Had Gillies in the area on the pass, kind of in the middle of the box, but it got blocked by Schultz Geistevel. Here's Sandage again. Godoy. A pass forward, Schultz Geistevel, another good defensive play. And it's back at midfield. Spartans can't quite settle it down though. Barrett Mills bumps it back to the keeper Murray. 14 minutes left. No score. Wiltshire makes a play toward midfield. Picked up by Castleman. Pass handled by Rafael Godoy. Mills jumping up. Takes the shot. Save made by Richards. And off the punch save, a corner kick for the Argonauts.
Tough save for Richards there. He was moving to his left, had to come back towards his right and dive for the save.
Godoy has been given a workout on those corner kicks tonight. He's got some big targets in the area, including Wiltshire and Gillies. And that went through the area and back on the other side. It nicked somebody's head, apparently an Argonaut head, as it will be a goal kick for Richards.
I think they called a foul there.
Okay. I'm glad I'm doing this game with you, Christopher. I need to get a new glasses prescription. You must have just gone to the eye doctor. All right, here is the free kick for Richards. Down the sideline and bouncing around. Who's going to get it? It's Becker. His shot goes wide.
That's one of those, just got to keep in your back pocket. You're not going to do anything from there.
More substitutions, perhaps, here for UT.
Substitution for the Spartans. Coming onto the field, number 15, Travis Foster. He replaces number 7, Julius Becker.
Travis Foster, another rookie, native of Tampa. Played his high school soccer at Lido High School. Replaces Becker. Goal kick for Murray. Angles it toward the sideline. Soren Hove defends that well. Soler, Walker had to dive to get his foot on, and he put it out of play. Here's a throw-in. Faraz put it toward midfield. 50-50 ball. Spartans get it. Foster, his first touch, comes back to him. Travis Foster with fresh legs. First entry in this game. Takes it to the corner flag. And the cross is eaten up by Murray. came out to challenge. Murray deliberate here. Spins it forward. And delivers a long ball down the field. Schulz-Geistevel got his foot on it. Here's Foster. Walker. Back toward Foster. Mills there. Barron Mills. Puts it into space. And here's Tomac. Nice little return feed, Mills. Again, Tomac. Protects it. It's being watched by Foster. They kind of jostle a bit. Ball right at the corner flag. Foster forces a steal and draws the foul. He's had an impact in just a couple of minutes being in the game.
Both ends of the field.
Jake Richards will take this free kick. Clock ticks down to 9 minutes and 28 seconds. No goals in this game.
And there's another kick from Richards that just goes to no one out of play.
Cameron Bethel will head out here. Given a breather here. Looks like Brandon Jose is coming back in, so a midfielder out for a defender. Jan Walker finds Roslin. And he committed a foul on Godoy.
Easy call there, not going to get away with that one.
Cameron Bethel.
A little bit of a shoving match between Godoy and Salakat. Play is resumed. Jose, the right back. An errant pass there. Knut Sorenhove to Walker. Boy, that was a tough ball. Leads to a turnover. And Tomic, in turn, gives it right back. Sorenhove. Chips to midfield. Sandage there. Lays it forward. Chap. Castleman into the area. Godoy couldn't get a lot of mustard on the shot. He kind of just deflected it toward goal. Richards there. There's Roslin to Travis Foster. 7:45 left. To midfield, Tony Soler. A little bit of room here. Soler. Now Foster. Two defenders on him. Battling against T. Coleman. Coleman takes the ball away. He might have lost that. He did. Corner kick. Well, Foster has been a bit of a thorn in the side of the Argonauts. And that was a 1-on-2, but it still yields a corner kick for UT. And good sportsmanship there. Looks like Godoy is having a cramping issue, and Roslin is helping stretch him out.
You don't see that often in the pros.
Godoy's had a very active game. So he will head out.
Substitution for West Florida. Onto the field, number 25, Chandler Castleman.
All right, it'll be Tony Soler on the corner kick.
He replaces number 11, Rafael Godoy.
Left-footed corner to the back post.
Almost an Olympico.
Yeah, almost bent that in. Roger Smith shoots, blocked. Torre tracks it. Keeps the ball alive. And taking it away is Gillies. Chips it forward. Roslin just punches that out of play, allowing the Spartans to do a regroup. Castleman on the throw-in. Gives to Faraz. Here's Faraz into the area. Gillies over his head, which is not easy to do. Gillies stands at 6'5" tall. A throw in for Rossland. Sandage steps up on Salakat, but Salakat keeps the ball moving. Fernandez.
Plays on.
Nice little move around Wiltshire, and then coming over T. Coleman to just blast that one out of play. Spartans looking to apply some late pressure here with under 6 minutes left in the second half. Eric Rossland. Puts it into the area, Soler, actually just outside the box. Back to the corner, Rossland. Here's the cross. Blocked. Mills kind of put it back into the area for Coleman. He'll find Chap. Still in a tough spot on the field. Chap just lays it back to the Spartan side of the midfield stripe.
Spartans getting some pressure in the final minutes.
Schultz-Geistevel almost an errant touch there. And the Argonauts do take it away. Tomic for Sandage. Ryan Sandage looks to return to Tomic. He turns it over. Rossland. Salman. And here's Travis Foster to Roger Smith, who had some good looks earlier in the second half. Faraz defending. Smith broken up by Faraz. Well done. And that pass for Gillies looked offside, and it was over his head anyway. So here's Torre. Salakat did not have the ball reach him, but it comes back to Jan Walker. And Torre will leave it for Alex Schultz-Geistevel. Time growing thin in the second half. 4 minutes and 18 seconds on the clock. Schultz-Geistevel. Ball over the top. Coleman there for the Argonauts. Mills, and now Chap in midfield. Sandage, broken up. Soler, looking for Juancho Fernandez. Castleman came back defensively. Mills to midfield. Tomic. Brandon Jose steps up and dodges the attempt from Roger Smith. Jerry Wiltshire. Strides toward midfield. Grounds it forward. Tomic. Now Chap. Ed Chap into the area. Leaves it for Mills. To the back post, nobody home.
Someone's got to be waiting for the ball at the back post.
It went all the way through for a throw-in. Spartans backed in there as Mills and Chap are able to walk right into the area. Here's the throw-in. Smith at midfield, contested. Sandage gets it back. Chandler Castleman streaking down the right side. Ball out of play. Soren Hove will take the throw in, but first we'll have a substitution for the Spartans. Looks like Benjamin Lukemeier is coming back in. Soren Hove's throw in goes right back out of bounds.
Substitution for the Spartans. Onto the field, number 5, Benjamin Lukemeier. He replaces number 19, Jan Walker.
Soren Hove, another throw-in, kind of another 50-50 ball. It does end up on the foot of Travis Foster, though. Nudges it back to Eric Rossland. Minute 46 left. Foster broken up. Good play by Mills. Keeps the ball in play. Barrett Mills. Now Chap. On the far side, Jose for Faraz. Takes the shot, fighting it off Richards.
Great save.
Matthias Faraz has had a very solid performance here in the second half. He did not play in the first half. So with the apparent cramping to Godoy, he will not take this corner kick. It'll be Chap instead as we approach a minute to go.
1 minute remaining in the second half.
You have to believe the next goal is the game winner.
Chap, a low corner, blocked. Comes back to Chap though. And then knocked out a play by Foster, but back toward midfield, relieving at least momentarily some of this pressure. 38 seconds remaining. Gillies, Tomic, Foster defending. Tomic right along the sideline. Puts it into the area. Torre was there. Lukey Meyer chests it forward to Soler. 16 seconds left. Foul on Tomic. Quick counter, Salakat. Lays it forward to Juancho Fernandez.
8,
Final 10 seconds.
6, 5,
Fernandez could do nothing with it.
3.
And Castleman just boots that thing out of play, and we will head to overtime. So it is sudden death. 2 10-minute halves. 90 minutes, not enough to determine a winner in regulation.
I need my advance on the next one too. They know I'm gonna do it. Yeah. I need it.
So both teams, Christopher, had their moments. I would say West Florida had more of those moments, and play did open up a little bit more in the second half.
That concludes.
Having said that, still a pretty sloppy affair tonight.
Score after the second half.
It's going to be interesting to see how they attack this overtime period.
Tampa 0.
A tie here in opening day, non-conference opponents, not too bad.
We play 2 10-minute overtime sessions.
All right, we have a few minutes before overtime begins. We'll take a break and come back with overtime session number 1 in just a couple of minutes. Overtime at Pepin Stadium on the campus of the University of Tampa. Dave Mishkin along with Christopher Francisco. You see the score. 0-0. This is sudden death. They'll play one overtime session of 10 minutes. If no goal is scored, we'll move on to overtime session number 2. And no penalty kicks or anything like that. If 20 minutes are played with no goal being scored, it's a tie. Otherwise, the next goal wins. So both teams have shuffled the lineup and the roster a little bit in preparation for this first OT. They've also switched ends. Minutes on the clock. And it looks like the Spartans will begin with possession. Marcel Salakat. With the touch at midfield. Here's Walker. Knut Sorenhove. Ramsey Toure. Downfield looking for Smith. Brandon Jose heads it away. Sandage. Cameron Bethel. For West Florida, short feed Godoy back in the field after suffering apparent cramps in the second half. He's been very dynamic tonight for the Argonauts. Returns to Sandage. Bethel. Slips it forward. Castleman put it toward goal, and Torre just swats it away with his foot. But it will be a corner kick. Corner kick's very lopsided tonight. In the teens for West Florida, maybe 14 or 15. Spartans, I believe, have had only 2. Here's Godoy. Into the area. Faraz put it back in front. Castleman bumped. Coleman couldn't settle it down. And a hard foul on Salakat by Bethel, and that's going to be another yellow. Third yellow card against West Florida. Some anxious moments there for the Spartans. But nobody could settle it down for West Florida.
Number 8, Cameron Bethel.
For a solid shot. Alex Schulz-Geistevel. Up the sideline, Roslin. Soler, back heel pass. Was knocked away high in the air by Hakeem Reed. That might be a corner.
Not a good clearance at all. Not sure what he was thinking there.
Well, Spartans will say thank you very much, and Soler heads to the corner flag.
And that ball goes over the fence and out of the stadium. Now they need to find another one.
They have found it. They did stop the clock while they retrieved a new ball. Now the clock is running again. Soler, a left-footed corner attempt. High into the area. Ball loose in front. Torre had the initial header attempt, and then Sorenhove at the back post almost maneuvered it back in front, but it stayed out. Roslin. Jan Walker.
That's got to be a
hard
foul. Takedown.
Another tough play for Hakeem Reed. Remember, moments ago, he just kicked that ball literally out of the stadium. And a hard foul right there will yield an excellent look on a set piece for the Spartans, probably 20 yards out. And now Reed, also perhaps having some cramping issues. And he will head off. Argonauts will have to find a replacement here. Looks like Ed Chapp is coming back onto the pitch. Salakat and Soler lining up for this dangerous free kick.
Substitution for West Florida. Onto the field, number 10, Ed Chapp. Replaces number 29, Hakeem.
Soler shoots. Oh, just wide. Goalkeeper Murray was really nonchalant about that, so maybe it wasn't quite as close as it looked from up here, but he tried to just curl that thing inside the post. So a goal kick for Murray with under 7 minutes left in the first overtime session. Long ball. Rossland to make a play for Jan Walker. Couldn't get it. Instead, a shot is launched over the bar by Godoy. So now it's a goal kick for Jake Richards. Walker did not get a piece of that, but it comes back to him. Salakat. Looking for Walker. That did not work. Juancho Fernandez comes up with it, though. Back for Schulz Geistevel. Soft touch, Torre. Chips it forward, Roger Smith. Jose there. Here's Faraz. Matias Faraz. Left-footed ball over the top, too far for Godoy, who was disrupted by Roslin. Richards will play it. Toward midfield. Tony Soler, boy, how did he get loose there? He'll dish to Eric Roslin on the right flank. And the ball comes back into the middle. Fernandez under pressure. Looks to get loose. And that'll yield another corner, perhaps, or did it go out off of Fernandez? Apparently
I think it stayed in.
All right, maybe it did.
Yeah.
I guess you're right. So Murray will kick it down the field. Off the right foot of Walker, a throw-in for Godoy. 4:50 left in the first overtime. Bethel. Faraz. Matias Faraz. We're going to set up a chance here. Nudges it for Sandage. Chap. Bethel. Loses it. Here's Salakat.
Spartans want a handball there.
Yeah, they don't get it. Roger Smith dispossessed. Faraz. To the sideline, too far for Godoy. Roslin to Schulz Geistevel. Good lead feed.
Up.
Soler. Soler makes his way toward the offensive third. Little touch pass, Juancho Fernandez. Still with possession. Now Salakat. Shoots, deflected, goes wide, but a corner kick. And now more cramping issues. This time on the UT side. I guess the good news is that the season progresses. The weather will get a little cooler.
It has cooled down, though, as the game has progressed.
I agree.
A lot less humid, and there's a breeze in the air.
Looks like Roger Smith getting the attention. When play resumes, Soler will take the corner. Spartans almost scored on the last corner. First a header from Torre, and then Soren Hove at the back post laid it back in front, but not to a teammate's foot. Limping off is Roger Smith. He's played hard tonight. So the Spartans will get a substitution in for him, and then we'll have the corner kick. Clock stop with 3 minutes and 49 seconds left in the first overtime.
Substitution for the Spartans. Onto the field, number 16, Joey Baja. He replaces number 13.
All right, here's the corner from Soler. Blocked off. Soler has it back. Takes a shot. Save made. Rebound. Oh, Schultz Geistevel couldn't get it. He and Torre were down low. Right around that 6-yard box. A throw in for Knut Sorenhove.
That ball fell almost on a platter for someone. No one able to get to it.
Soft throw in for Luki Meyer. Trying to return to Sorenhove. Jose just boots it away. Spartans have carried play, I would say, in this first overtime. Torre. Schultz Geistevel. That was not a good pass. Taken away by Faraz. Ed Chap. Pivoting. Leaves it for T. Coleman. Out to midfield. Sandage. On a run, Faraz. That ball spinning away from him. 2.5 minutes left in the first overtime. No score in this game. Jake Richards. Content to kind of hold on to the ball. Take his time here as we approach 2 minutes remaining in the first overtime. Ball out to midfield. Sandage and Soler contest it. Eventually it's going to come to Fernandez, and he got caught a little bit off balance there, and Jose just knocks it back to Spartans defender Ramsey Torre. Well, you don't know how this game is going to unfold from here on out, but it does look like the Spartans are a little fresher right now than the Argonauts. Salakat off his heel, a throw in for Mills. Bethel to midfield, Godoy. It went out, but a throw in for the Argonauts with 1:20 remaining. Mills to Ryan Sandage. Threads it up the middle. That's going to end up coming in on Richards. He just launches that one out of play in midfield. Another throw in for Mills. Bethel. Broken up. Who's going to come up with the ball? Luki Meyer. Ooh, a good play.
1 minute remaining.
Referee says he got all ball on that
Yeah,
play.
he got it away from Faraz. Here's Knut Sorenhove. Juancho Fernandez. Works to Tony Soler. Trying to go back to Fernandez. It got blocked by Chap. Sandage with 36 seconds remaining. To Chap down the right flank. Here's Faraz. Matthias Faraz sprinting toward the area. Torre defending. Faraz gets loose. Big tackle there. Luki Meyer came up with the ball.
Dangerous tackle. Had to get it right, otherwise he would have given up a penalty.
Sandage with 13 seconds left. Looking to make a play. Jan Walker the steal. Here comes Walker. A final chance. A lead pass is blocked by Mills. 3 seconds left. Launching the ball toward the goal was Castleman. And we will head to the second OT. Still goose eggs on the board. How much do these guys have left in the tank? I did think, Christopher, the Spartans looked like they had a little bit more in the tank in that first overtime.
It's the first overtime session.
They started to attack a lot more. They had more pressure, but they're not stringing together enough passes to score from the run of play. They've had their best chances off of set pieces.
We will have a 2-minute intermission. The teams will change sides.
2 corner kicks in that first overtime match. I believe their total from the entire 90-minute span in regulation. All right, another brief break here. We'll come back in 90 seconds or so for the second overtime. Still no score between the Spartans and Argonauts. Ten minutes on the clock, second overtime in this opening season match between the UT Spartans and West Florida Argonauts. Again, the teams switch ends. Spartans in their white uniforms, Argonauts in the blue jerseys. West Florida will start the second overtime with possession. Gavin Gillies in midfield. Godoy. An errant touch. Marcel Salacat lobs it forward. Sprinting after it is Joey Biza. He couldn't track it. Murray got it away from the penalty area. Here's Barrett Mills. Looking for Marco Tomic. Now Godoy. Rafael Godoy. A ball over the top. Well, bounce harmlessly to Schulz-Geistevel. Alex Schulz-Geistevel. Long ball along the sideline, stays in play. Barrett Mills heads it back for the Argonauts. Godoy. Tomic. He lost it. Salacat gave it right back. T. Coleman, but a foul. Free kick in midfield for Lukey Meyer. Here's Torre. Knut Sorenhove. Up that sideline, Juancho Fernandez. And it's back in the back. Schulz-Geistevel, a pass blocked. And Gavin Gillies looking to counter. Leaves it for Chap. A lead pass to Tomic blocked. T. Coleman intercepts. We have a Tampa player down. In the meantime, Godoy for Tomic. Looking to make a play here in the area. Spartans right now are essentially playing with 10 men. And the ball comes in, fortunately for the Spartans, to the keeper Richards. I don't know if that was due to contact, Christopher, or another cramping situation, but we do have a UT player down just outside the penalty area.
Might have slid awkwardly. Not sure.
Well, we had Constantine shaken up in the first half. He did come back and play a portion of the second half, but we've not seen much of him. Trainer's out to attend to that injured player. Clock stop with 8 minutes and 11 seconds left in the second overtime. Schultz Geistevel. He's logged heavy minutes tonight. And it does look like, well, I don't want to speculate too much, but the way he's walking, it looks like maybe a cramp in his right leg. He's trying to walk it off. So the Spartans will need to send in a replacement.
Adrian Constantine.
Well, here is Constantine replacing Schultz Geistevel.
Alex Shoes Geistevel.
Early in the second overtime. We get the replacement. Schultz Geistevel played the whole game up until this point. Jake Richards, the goal kick. Looking for Soler, too far for him. Does come down to Fernandez, though. Now Jan Walker, Knut Sorenhove. Walker again. Lead ball, Juancho Fernandez. Lost it to the tackle. A counter. As Marko Tomic had it, lost it, got it back. Tomic lays it forward. Blocking it was Toure, and here's Salakat. Puts it into space. Biza. Joey Biza across midfield. Soft pass, Benjamin Lukemeier. Trying to cut up the middle. Does so, keeps it moving. Fernandez to an open Tony Soler. Soler cuts toward the middle. Left-footed shot, blocked. Comes back to him. Lost it. Lukemeier keeps it moving. Here's Roslin. Salakat. The cross, stopped by Murray. Good ball movement by the Spartans, but it does not yield the winning goal. Under 7 minutes left.
Players entering the box need to keep their runs moving. That ball was perfect for someone to get on the end of.
Long kick from Murray. Roslin wanted the ball to go out of play. He grabbed the jersey of Godoy as it stayed in play, and then Godoy got Roslin in the face. But they may have called a foul first on Roslin because he did grab the jersey of Rafael Godoy.
Yeah, it should be a free kick for West Florida.
And it will be. Roslin was trying to coax that ball out of play, but it didn't bounce the way he wanted it to. Godoy to the back post. Bouncing around. Faraz took a shot, blocked. Rebound Mills. Launches one wide. Under 6 minutes left. Richards deliberately sets the ball. Here's the goal kick. Angle down the right side. Baron Mills heads it back across midfield. It'll be a throw in for Roslin. Approaching the halfway point of the second overtime. Salakat for Roslin. Trying to chip it forward for Biza, but got knocked away first by Jerry Wiltshire. Now Constantine just bounces that one in on Jake Murray. He'll pick it up. Toss for Jose, got read and stolen. Jan Walker. That was Faraz, rather. Walker knocks down Faraz. They called a foul on Faraz. Wow. You can't believe it.
I don't know about that one.
A free kick for the Spartans. Soler places the ball down.
It looked like the Spartan player was the one with the shove.
Pretty dangerous opportunity here in the set piece. Soler lining it up, puts it into the area. Baiza blasted wide. Right in his wheelhouse. Not sure if he had a laned goal, but it did go wide. Murray with the goal kick.
Looked like that shot was on target, but then it curled away. As the wind starts to pick up a lot here in Tampa, I think some raindrops are falling too.
Closing minutes in the second overtime. We have a foul at midfield. Sandage went down hard. Perhaps the foul on Baiza. 3:38 left. Time is growing thin in the second overtime of a scoreless game. Brandon Jose. Faraz breaks free. Taken down, they say play on. Gillies looking for the ball in the area. It didn't reach him. Soler jukes out toward midfield. Chips it forward, Baiza. Now Juancho Fernandez battling Sandage. Gets help from Soler. Two players on him. Soler working hard, stays with it, emerges with it. Fernandez, can he get his foot on it? No, the ball out of play, either off Jose or Fernandez. Apparently off Fernandez. Deep on the West Florida side of the field, it'll be a throw-in for the Argonauts with 2.5 minutes left. Out to midfield. Who's going to come up with this ball? Salakat and Sandage. Jostle. Sandage wins it. Barrett Mills. Godoy. Rafael Godoy. Just outside the penalty area. Works it for Tomic. Broken up by Fernandez. Juancho Fernandez. Chips it forward. We'll play at midfield for Soler. Now Walker and Torre to the keeper, Jake Richards. Minute 38 on the clock. Long ball downfield. Salakat works it for Baiza. Knocked away from him by Wiltshire, but it will be a throw-in. Baiza hustles to grab the ball. Now he'll leave it for Eric Rosland with 1:18 remaining. The throw into Joey Baiza. Goes across, and it misses everyone. It's going to stay in play for Matias Faraz. Minute to go. Here comes Chap to midfield. Ed Chap still with possession. Good tackle, Lukey Meyer. Who's going to come up with this? Faraz working hard at the midfield stripe. Matias Faraz finds Tomic. Marco Tomic, hounded, delivers the pass to Mills. Now Godoy. He is tripped up by Salakat, and no foul. 28 seconds left.
No one knew if there was a foul or not.
Salakat comes over and plays the ball out to Baiza. Baiza, he got knocked down at midfield by Wiltshire, but only 13 seconds left.
Running. That might
they
be the
shove
game.
at one another.
7.
And we may not even get a free kick at this point.
4, 3.
Well, I'm not sure if the official called time here.
I believe he'll give 10 seconds back.
We will put 10 seconds back on the clock.
So time for one more free kick for the Spartans. I think the Argonauts were upset that no foul was called at one end, and then they had the foul called at midfield. Tony Solera with 10 seconds remaining. Needing to make something happen here in a hurry. Solera into the area. Where is this ball? Who's going to come up with it? Knut Sorenhove had a chance. It got past him. Knocked out of bounds by T. Coleman. And we have a scoreless draw. 110 minutes of soccer, not enough to determine a winner. We certainly had some scoring chances, Christopher, but I think a lot for both teams to work on in terms of their finish.
Yeah, there's not really much to take away from this game. Just it's opening night. Get your legs used to playing 90 minutes again, and rest and regroup for the next one for both teams.
Each team earns a tie. 0-0 our final score. Thanks for joining us, everyone. For Christopher Francisco, I'm Dave Mishkin saying so long, everybody. Have a great night.